In 1941, the U.S. Army started construction of a tunnel which would link the port town of Whittier to the rest of the Alaska Railroad to make it easier to supply Alaska during World War II. But over half a century later, this tunnel would become even more versatile, making its operations quite unique. In 1941, the U.S. Army started construction of a single-track tunnel between Whittier and Portage, Alaska, with construction being completed in 1943. The tunnel was named the Anton Anderson Memorial Tunnel after the project's leading engineer of the same name. The tunnel was the only land-based connection to the coastal town of Whittier, and throughout the rest of the war, the tunnel was the primary way Alaska was supplied for the war effort, with trains carrying all kinds of supplies traveling through the tunnel. After the war, being connected to the railroad started to transform Whittier, as the population increased greatly even as the military left. The geographical location of Whittier is the perfect place for cruise ships, freighters, and fishers, and therefore the town attracted tourists in significant numbers. These tourists wanted to be able to explore all of Alaska on their trip, and not just the town of Whittier, but its only link to the rest of the state was by the railroad. To allow vehicles to travel to the rest of the state, starting in 1960, the Alaska Railroad offered a shuttle service, where vehicles could be driven onto flat cars and transported through the tunnel by train and then unloaded at the other side. This service, while functional, was far from ideal, and the Department of Transportation and Public Facilities began looking for a way to improve this connection in the 1990s. The solution they came up with, while strange, is definitely innovative. While the need for a road connection to Whittier was necessary, there was not enough demand for a multi-lane highway. All that was needed was a connection that was better than the current one, and also one that was cheap to build. The plan was to use the existing Anderson Tunnel for both rail traffic and road traffic. There was just one problem. The tunnel was only designed for one track to fit through, meaning the tunnel could only accommodate a train or road traffic in one direction at a time. But on this low-demand route, it was all that was needed, and in 1998, the renovation was completed, with the rails now be sunken into pavement to create a road surface for cars, as well as jet fans being added to remove exhaust fumes from cars as well as trains in the tunnel. This solution isn't perfect, but it gets the job done and gives the tunnel some unique charm. Be sure to subscribe for more.